I'm thinking, Remy, like, well, I want to bring AI a little bit into this. For me, at least, like privacy with AI so far, what I see is people just share literally everything with
Yeah.
AI. There seems to be no concern at all, and they will just open Cloud Code in their home directory and just their entire file system. They'll just share it. Uh, how do you see that? Are you saying like it's moving so fast now, like you can't afford to care about it yet, or are you thinking indeed like this is going to become much more important quite quickly?
I think it's going to be really important. I mean, obviously, even for us, like we have a walled garden of the Google Gemini tool that I have the team use whenever they're just iterating through content or product messaging and that type of stuff. Obviously, if you're using that in the more of the open space, that becomes part of the model, and may not pull the literal word for word definition, but it gets in there. So I think like at a larger scale, as you're building applications and writing code, obviously we're seeing general AI sample a bunch of stuff it probably shouldn't be sampling right now regularly. And so I think privacy in terms of where the models are pulling from is really important. And then also giving the ability to the user to pick the models they want, right? Like if they want to run a local version of a lightweight or a mini version of a LLM, go for 100%. One of the things we're really also focused on is almost like have an open router style experience behind the scenes. So you get to pick which LLM. We're not going to force people to use, Anthropic or Gemini or whatever it may be. You could use open source versions, you could use your own version, or we could use some of the larger models. It's totally up to the end user. Obviously, there comes some realities with that. If you're using the larger open models in a public way, there's privacy concern there. And yeah, we're building a kind of interesting CLI. So you don't get locked in with Anthropic is the thought process. You have options in terms of the back end. So that'll be very fun when we get a little bit further with that tool.